Well done, you chaps. Sabre Squadron might have cocked things up at the beginning, but your knack for improvisation was most impressive. Mrs. White, over and out. You failed at the tank depot. How many men will die because of this? Dismissed. Have been using a new code, so the decryption is slow. We need to get a hold of an Enigma machine. I've heard that there is one at the Treasury. That's not all. We also need the code rotors, find officers for those, and a code book. With these, we should be able to find out a lot more about this secret project. So, to recap, get to the Treasury, track down the Enigma, the rotors, and the code book. Good luck. Mrs. White, over and out. I could have sworn I asked you to get the fuel truck across the bridge, not to get yourselves shot to pieces. What a colossal balls up. Pull yourselves together. Mrs. White, out. The Nazis are setting up communication posts around the city. Comms posts are usually used when they're trying to hide something from us. So, let's find out what it is. I've left you a brand new recording device. Pick it up on your way out. It's tuned to the comms signal. Use it to find the comms posts, hook up the device, and record what you can. Bring the intel back and our analysts will piece it together and work out what's afoot. You were supposed to decode transmissions, not offer yourselves for target practice. I can't officially censure you, but consider yourselves a useless shower. Mrs. White, out. While I can't vouch for Kurgan's mental stability, his results more than speak for themselves. The Nazis are shipping material through the rail yard. Find out what it is, then take it out. Broadsword, Mrs. White receiving. Wasn't expecting to hear from you. Over. There's an old gate in the basement. My contact will meet you there. Over and out. This training area is where you'll be able to expand and hone your raid team's talents and abilities. Perhaps my most dignified soldier, and certainly one of my most effective. Wolfgang is a force to be reckoned with. You can use this radio to contact other raid operatives and join forces with them on missions. Likewise, they can use their radios to join you, should you choose to allow them. Assault raiders bring the fight to the enemy, closing distances skillfully. Let's quickly go through some of the basics, shall we? I'm sure you could do this in your sleep, but indulge me. One last thing, lads. If you see any dog tags, be sure to pick them up. Far too many of our men are missing, presumed dead. Confirming as such will help their families eventually. And I'll see to it that your efforts are rewarded. You've gotten the radio working. Excellent. Allow me to introduce myself. My name is Mrs. White, and Control has asked me to supervise the raid project. Franz Langer, my top wiretapper, has been feeding me valuable information for some time now. Well, the Nazis are a bit touchy about that kind of thing. He was intercepting some crucial intel when they arrested him last night. Naturally, I want Langer back, alive. That fuel will be very useful when it's in the right place. Emphasis on when. Which means, well, what a mess. You failed to get the night witches out of there. Dismissed. Right, chaps. You have the Enigma machine, its rotors, and the code book. We need to record the Nazi signals, decrypt them with the machine and the book, and send them on to London. There's only one transmitter close enough for us to do this. Get to the radio base and install the recording device, decrypt the codes, and send the messages on to our analysts in London. They'll figure out what the Germans are up to. Mrs. White, over and out. The quintessential diamond in the rough. He has his harsh edges, but Rivet will always get the job done. Don't be fooled by his English gentleman act. This one is smart as a whip, and twice as dangerous. The weapons bench is where you can upgrade your armaments, and importantly, where you'll choose your loadout before going on missions. This is Mrs. White, reading you loud and clear, Broadsword. You'd best be calling with good news. Over. Here, you'll be able to recruit and switch between different raid members to take on missions. The more sartorially minded can also decide which outfits their operatives will wear. It may not seem like it, but losing those plans was a heavy blow. Mrs. White out. We decrypted those messages. Still not sure what she's up to, but we know this. There is a train passing through the Königsberg rail yard. It's carrying something vital to this project. So, here's the plan. We get you into the rail yard, wait for the train and see what it is carrying. Then, whatever it is, blow it up. All of it. Make sure it doesn't reach its destination. That'll rattle the cage, and we ought to be able to pinpoint whatever it is they're doing. You had one job. One job. I hope you enjoyed the view from the bridge, because you certainly didn't keep your eyes on the truck. Mrs. White, out. You've done well to get the camp set up. Now I suggest you get some rest before embarking on your first mission. Mrs. White, over and out. Hopefully, those top-secret encrypted signals were nothing important, eh? Because we'll never work it out with people like you on the job. Mrs. White, out. Outstanding. You wiped out a large portion of the command structure and put the shits up the rest of them. Simply outstanding. Mrs. White, over and out.